Hey there! Welcome to the first episode of Lazy YouTube, where the content and quality are about as good as they need to be for a YouTube video. Today's content? Reactionary. What are we talking about? Alright, so there's this company known as Tulipan, and they made a consent condom. What does that mean? Well, it's a condom that takes two people to open because there's a bunch of buttons on it or whatever. So that's supposed to be a sign of consent. Dumb product. Decent message. I mean, at the end of the day, all they're trying to do is make a bottom line, so who cares? But that's the question, ain't it? Who cares? The internet cares. Let's look at this. We got people like, the problem with consent condoms and why they don't work. Earlier this week, Tulipan, a brand from Argentina, released a condom that has to be opened with 4 hands to raise awareness about consent. However, it misses the point entirely. Casey, why are you making a video about this? Who cares? Well, 1, it'll get views. 2, I think it's funny people believe these corporate companies care. Right? I'm kind of sick and tired of this weird internet culture where we put these corporate, entities up to this high standard as if they owe us anything, as they owe a responsibility to anything other than making their bottom lines. They're a company. They're trying to sell products. That's all they need to do. They don't need to make you happy. They don't need to make me happy. They're just trying to make their bottom line happy. Because everyone needs to get paid, right? And today it's really easy to make good profits off of reactionary culture. You post something that seems a little offensive. Maybe it has a message behind it, like that Pepsi commercial or that one Gillette commercial about men needing to be more than just men or whatever, right? So why are companies doing this now, right? Well, it's a huge part to, again, the reactionary culture of the internet nowadays. Facebook has a scandal every week about how they mishandle their data. Fucking companies are trying to act like they're these, paragons of justice and whatever to get, their customers on their side and whatnot. And it's like, who cares? You're a company. Why are we putting these companies up to on the spotlight for dictating our moral standards and giving them the platform to tell us how to think? I think it's really weird that society and culture today, especially here in America, pushes this idea on to these big corporate entities like they should give a fuck. I don't think they should. I think the idea behind the consent condom was, hey, I got an idea. Me Too and stuff, that's been very popular in recent years. The idea of consent and reducing rape, that's a good thing. Positive message. And it is, don't get me wrong. Positive message. Really easy to market. Because who's gonna say fuck you, right? It's like, hey guys, rape is bad. Fuck you! Why? Well, no one's gonna say it. No one's gonna say that, except people do. But they blame it on them minimizing the idea that of consent, right? And maybe they are. Maybe they're not. Who the fuck cares? They're a company. They're trying to make money. Them making sense or minimizing anything shouldn't matter to you or to me, because they're just giving us a product. What matters to you and me as consumers, at least in my opinion, should be whether or not that product is worth a damn. Right? I digress. This shit gets to me. This right here. You ready for this? Let's look at this. Spoilers! The consent condom is inaccessible, ableist, will not ensure more people use condoms, will not prevent sexual assault, assumes consent starts and ends at putting the condom on. It will make people so frustrated they'd rather not use it. Okay. What? There's a few things I agree here. One, consent doesn't begin and end at a condom. That is fucking retarded. Two, it is kind of frustrating to see a corporate entity try to capitalize on something that should just be a moral standard. You know, let's not rape. Not because God tells us not to rape, but just because rape is a fucked up thing to do. You know, just saying. But what kind of irks me, because it's missing the point, is when people go like, it's ableist. What, because other people can't put their hands around it, that's ableist? I'm sure they can find another fucking condom. I don't think that's a point to argue. I think the point we should be arguing is how ridiculous and how we let these fucking moguls of goddamn corporate money laundering fucking companies here give us, you know, products based on our moral standards. Or trying to sell us, rather, our moral standards. They're trying to sell us the idea of consent, and that is the standard to both the company and to you. They're trying to connect to you. Say like, hey, you don't like rape? We don't like rape. Buy our condoms because it means no rape. Which is retarded. It's a thing they shouldn't do. Why is it their responsibility to make a condom like that in the first place? It's not. It just makes them money. Will not prevent sexual assault? No, it won't. It's going to happen regardless of if there's a consent condom or not. I was like, when people complain about the restroom things, who cares if a transgender goes into whatever restroom? A creep who was going to go in that restroom in the first place was going to do it anyways. And sure, you could argue that, hey, if you let transgenders do it, those creepy pedophiles and weirdos can use the transgendered rule against you and say like, oh, I'm trans, so that means I can be in here. And that's a possibility, and that's just something we have to face as a fucking society. It's the fact that humans are shitty people. That's just a fact of life. I don't think we need to argue any points. It's just a reality. And whether or not I do anything or you do anything, it's not going to stop it as a whole. Just like drugs. Why aren't drugs... like pot. Why is pot illegal? In any state. Why? People who are going to want it are going to get it regardless if it's legal or not. Might as well make it legal, put a tax on it. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to stop the bad people from doing bad things. It's just not going to happen. To think that putting regulations on anything is going to stop any kind of bad person, that's childish and very just fucking stupid. I would also agree that it would make me a little frustrated trying to open that thing up. So here's the thing. Tulipan probably didn't even come up with the idea for this condom packaging in the first place. What probably happened was, because it's a corporate entity and they make too much money to think of their own ideas at this point, they probably went to an ad agency and was like, hey, how can we move more product and make bigger numbers? And it's been more and more prevalent nowadays that big companies are going to use, you know, shock culture and reactive culture to forward push their products, because now you're going to have people who are going to buy these boxes, put them on YouTube and show like, oh, you could probably open it up with one hand, or hey, we got the consent condom, let's open it together, or some dumbass fucking video like that. Because I mean, honestly, there's so much low tier content on this fucking platform, it's not even funny. So at this point you're probably thinking, Casey, why are you making the video? Nobody asked for you to make this video. Well, I wanted to pilot a new series that I want to do called Lazy YouTube. And it's basically me doing the laziest shit you can do on this platform for views. Which means reacting to shit like this. It's very easy because it's readily available and it happens all the time, especially in today's new crazy informative fucking culture where everything and anything is thrown at your fucking face. So why not try to profit off of it? Am I right? I'm gonna be clear, these videos are made to be low quality. I'm holding this mic up close to my face though, just because I don't like shitty sound quality. So, but the video quality doesn't matter. So that's gonna end this short first episode. Maybe this will be the normal length. Maybe I'll make even longer, more elaborate, more researched things. This is just a reactionary piece, right? So, if you want to see more of that, leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, hit the like it button, whatever. If you loved it, you want to see more, subscribe. We post Let's Plays every day. That's something. Also, I got a Patreon. You want to support me on Patreon? I'm an artist. I draw boobs and butts. So if you want to see boobs and butts, it's $1 on my Patreon. Link in the description. Alright. That's it for this video, guys.